Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice with me, Omega, in German Reich. So, I recorded quite a lot of episodes in the past few days and I uploaded them all, but I had a lingering afterthought, or maybe a, growing feeling that we are not advancing. Don't get me wrong, we are advancing in terms of technology, economy, and our might, but we are not advancing in achieving our war goals. This has been most apparent in the past few episodes, where we failed to take Gibraltar, we failed to push towards, we actually took El Alamein, but we failed to push after or onwards from El Alamein, and we are nowhere near closer breaking the dominance of the British Royal Air Force. So I'm not sure what to do here. We basically need to create a new kind of strategy and define our steps carefully, because I feel like I'm moving from one goal to another, and trying to prepare for these big invasions is not working out for us. We need to take little tiny steps that we will precisely define, and that's what I want to do here. So I also went through all of your comments and I'm going to talk about them in a second, but let me start by saying what my overall strategy here is going to be. Now, we are going to increase the pressure on United Kingdom. That one remains the same. We have recently added the Western approaches, so we'll see how that's going to work. It is very, very, very close to United Kingdom, so if they have a home fleet, I am pretty sure that it has the Western approaches and the Shetland Sea, or whatever this is called, just Shetland, okay, that it has these two as part of its patrol zone. So we will encounter it most likely. If we do, and we manage to sink it, which we should be able to, or at least map how strong it is, I'm going to take away eventually one of these southern territories, like maybe the Iberian coast, and instead add the Shetland. And once we achieve a naval supremacy there, we are going to invade the Faroe Islands. Now, they are not very well defended. I'm not sure if there is a force there, but I think this would be a good training ground for our Marines. It's very close. We could attack it just straight out of the coast, and we could probably defend it easily. Second thing that I wanted to mention, and I'm going to name the person who said it later on, and actually I think I can look at that right now. Yeah, it was Zozol. Zozol mentioned that naval supremacy can be attained also by having aircraft patrol in the area. So I think that might give us a possibility to attack Gibraltar, because the issue here is not that we don't want to attack it, the issue is that we literally can't, and there's no way to get in there. So what I'm going to do here is deal with that, because I already checked. We could reach it even with the Küstenfliegengruppe here. It is in range, but we're not gonna. We're gonna move those guys to... Let's move you to here and let you fly to the northern channel. You can actually do it right now. And we're going to take the medium bombers that are actually patrolling there, because I checked that they have about 100 kilometers extra of range. So you guys are going to move in here, and you are going to be the ones that are going to patrol the Strait of Gibraltar. Now, if there are any, and there could be any airplanes here, they are going to destroy our bombers. But if they don't, this might give us 100% naval supremacy. And if that happens, I'm going to move the Marines down here, and they're going to launch... Well, actually, we can move them to Tunisia again and send them from there. We need to test them out. Because we still don't know how well they are going to perform against the enemy forces. The reason is that they are fairly good as far as divisions go. They are really, really good. They get decent breakthrough, decent soft attack, but performance in naval invasion is always something completely different. So they're gonna face quite heavy defenses here with 5 coastal forts. I'm not sure if they're even gonna be able to get out some damage, but hopefully they might be. We'll see. I don't think that we might... Is there an airfield here? No, we have just this one. So eventually I might just take the fighters out and send more bombers there and send them to provide air support. Maybe that's gonna work, I don't know. We'll see what the naval supremacy is gonna do. So these are gonna be our goals. We're gonna try to push towards United Kingdom. We are going to try to take the Faroe Islands, if you know, in a couple of episodes, and we're gonna try to break and take Gibraltar, because that's gonna open us to send whoever we want, wherever we want in here, and that will allow us to take down Egypt, because that is important. We need to take the Suez Canal, and you know, we need to push the forces down south. Now, while the British cannot really reinforce them here, the Americans can easily drop off units anywhere they want, and that is the biggest issue here. Okay, so that's going to be the strategy for the upcoming episodes. I'm going to abandon the attack on United Kingdom proper. We're going to focus on these two areas. I'm also going to start monitoring the situation in Asia a bit more closely, because I hope that Japan will have enough force to entertain the United States, and take the pressure away from us while we take down United Kingdom. We're going to see. Okay, long talk. Now, the comments. I wanted to thank everyone again for the comments. They're very much welcome. I know that I'm very behind at this point, but this week and next week are going to be super hard for me, because we're ending a project that I spent 2 years managing. So yeah, give me some breathing room. I'm going to get to all of them, but I wanted to point out some of the ones that I thought were worth noting, and I'm going to go through them right now. So first of all, Lord Chilas, not sure how that's pronounced, actually made a great point that completely eluded me. He mentioned that Mardr, which we have here, Mardr 2, is actually a light tank destroyer, while the Stug is a medium tank destroyer. This is a bit of an issue, because we are only using the light tank destroyers in our templates. Now, I tried to switch it back, but the damage has already been done, so there's nothing I can do with it at this point. I decided then we are going to add the Mardr here. Just put it above the Stug. We're going to add 5 factories to it. We're actually building a couple, and we'll be finishing them soon. So they're going to go straight up there. I actually have 6 factories here. So that's going to go to the Mardr then. And that also means that we need to create soon a 1943 template here, which is going to switch the light for a medium tank destroyer, which actually is amazing. So it's going to be good to have it there. I have a feeling that we might actually completely switch out the light tanks from this division once we're done, because that has been, you know, fairly outdated for right now. So we'll phase them out and have like a medium, actually we could call it a medium Panzer Division 1943, which is going to be like this. Yeah, 2 assault guns and a medium tank destroyer. That makes sense. So that's going to be the next step. Furthermore, user by 3JR2LW8U mentioned that our escorts here are now marked as task forces, right? Yeah, strike forces. So that is an issue. But I actually decided that we do not need them here, and I think they're even, they're docked in the area of Norway, so they cannot really reach here. So let's just put them to a completely new fleet. Actually, I could just put you in this one, right? You are doing convoy escorts. You are. Okay, so let's actually put you on the same area here as we had you before. Let's put you as escort, you as escort as well. And you are just going to do convoy escorts. So you are working in... Okay, these two, let's add you this one and this one as well. And maybe this? No, that's enough. So we're gonna just patrol the coast and hunt for any enemy subs. Good, okay. Which means that you are going to be our only strike force at this point, and you are working in here and these areas as well. The western approaches have been added to the sub. Yeah, we'll need to put you to the sub territory as well. And we get a bunch of submarines here that we can actually put there. So I'm going to create a new task force of 5 subs, and you are going to replenish that. Do we have everyone in here on... Yeah, let's put all on automatic split and engage at low risk. And we have you at automatic split off is enabled and engage at medium risk. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Cool. As far as comments, Roman Emperor was just talking about the Straits of Gibraltar, so I wanted to mention that his comment was actually it came too late, but yeah, he mentioned the area, and he was also, together with Zozo, suggesting that we use the aircraft to break that. Lucius 6667 actually mentioned that we should influence Spain to join the Axis. Now, that is a thing that I would like to do, but it's frankly impossible. I double-checked that it's true, and yeah, it is true. You cannot invite them to faction because they got neutral foreign policy, which gives it a -1000 modifier. So it's not possible. You actually have a way how to get them into an alliance with you, but for that you need to take down United Kingdom. Where are you? Here, alliance with Spain. So the following needs to be true. We need to control London, and we need to control either Gibraltar, Malta, Sinai, or Cairo. And we need to have at least 151 ships, and they must have at the most 74 ships. And the same thing is actually necessary for United States. Oh god, we have to break the entire fleet of United States. Yeah, this is not gonna happen. It's just pretty much impossible, to be quite honest. I mean, we would have to literally be preparing for the invasion of United States. That's just not gonna happen. Okay, and last but not least, I want to mention comment of Andrew3203, who mentioned that we need to build anti-air defenses in Western Europe, more ports, more shipyards, more factories for planes, ideally double. We need to get extra supply, extra airports and radar. So yeah, he mentioned basically the thing that I have in my mind. We need everything, but that's the issue here. We don't have the capacity for everything. So these comments, while I understand they're very helpful and obvious, do not exactly help, because, you know, to build all of he mentioned, we would basically stall our construction for a number of years. And we're actually building radars. We're working on those. We're working on the recruitment areas. We're gonna start working on shipyards, and I'm gonna tell you about that very soon. But at this point, I think I'm gonna speak a bit more about the carriers, and that's gonna then go into the shipyards. So we get 48 Navy experience here. The Navy experience we can trade for Graf Zeppelin carrier, because we got the carrier hull early now available. The question is, do we want to do that? Let's see if we can design our own carrier here, because it should be a bit of a different carrier than the Graf Zeppelin was. That one wasn't very effective. We'll see if we can design a better one. So what do you need? You definitely need a mechanical range finder. You need an improved anti-air control. High angle battery. Okay, we'll keep the batteries for later. I don't think we need those at this point. We need the biggest hangar deck that we can get. Okay, this one is a 65 and we get deck size of 55. Pre-World War I naval doctrines? Is that a modifier? Or am I misunderstanding something here? No, what the hell is pre-World War I naval doctrine? Wait, that's weird. Naval tech. Where's the naval doctrine? You can actually do a doctrine, can't you? Kriegsmarine. Oh wow, we actually do have, because we haven't really done these. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so I completely ignored the carrier doctrines, which means that we are in 1910 actually here. Okay then, well, no wonder. I wonder if this is gonna remove itself once we get a bit more doctrines. But okay, deck size 55, that is still okay. We need advanced damage control. Okay, engine we're gonna leave for later. Armor, huh? Subdivisions, let's go with the advanced ones. Cruising range, that is something that I'm interested in checking. What's our fleet's cruising range? 2754 because of... No, that's... Oh yeah, it is. Search-terrors have 1512. Okay. So, something like... This would be enough. Cool. Now, the engine. So an improved diesel engine, if we went with something crazy like... What do we have here? 100 and an improved diesel engine of 180,000. Oh my god. I don't think we need carriers that will be that fast. Our fleets are capable of roughly 30 knots, so... this would be enough. 10,000... cost 3,000 to get this one, and the range would greatly increase actually. 70,000. Okay, let's go with 75 and lower the range because we don't need that much. Medium short sounds like a good plan. Oh, that actually doesn't really help us that much. Yeah, that's super cheap, so let's keep it where it is. Okay, so now the armor. If we went with 150mm belt, what would that do? That would make it unbelievably expensive. So what about 75mm? Okay, that's better. I guess that's a certain thing we can do. Okay, and then anti-air. So the high-angle batteries. We need to get as much anti-air as possible, and this one costs only 400, so this would be good. The secondary batteries, they give a decent attack. Okay, and if we threw in all the anti-air, wait, what would that do? Okay, that means we would need 51 Navy experience, but it would cost 12,000. Speed would be still decent, and that is fine. What about if we switched the engine from diesel to something like improved steam turbine? 100,000. It would make it cheaper and faster, but the range would decrease significantly. But that's actually not such a big difference, and the speed would be much better, and the range isn't something that we are that interested in. So okay, we could go like this and get a decent carrier. Deck size 55, and I'm actually thinking that the question here, while I'm checking this and why I'm playing with it so much, maybe to a borderline annoying level, is that we will research over the course of our playthrough 3 more carriers. The improved one, the advanced one, and the large one. And I decided that for each of these carriers we are going to build 2. But I'm kind of wondering whether or not we want to build the one that we have now, the early one. Because this one is going to take only 131 days more, which is not that much. And I mentioned I want to build 2 of each. We need 6, remember 6 naval yards for that, for each pair, because 1 takes 3, so we will need 6. At this point we're not building any. We have available exactly 0. We have everything set, and if we continue with our focuses on the Navy, we are going to get a couple, but I think that's exactly a couple. Yeah, we're going to get 2 here. And that's about it. There are no other dockyards. Are there? Nope. Okay, so we can get exactly 2 more dockyards, which is not enough even for a 1. But I can go ahead and I can get the expanded Deshimag Naval Yard and Blom and Vass Shipyard, which will give us additional 2. So if we build 2 more, then in 360 days we are going to have the 6 dockyards that we want. We'll have enough for 1 very soon, and we'll have enough for 2 in less than a year. So I think that's actually a good plan here, because we want them done. So I'm gonna throw those factories, and that is gonna cut significantly into our construction queue. But it's okay. I'm just gonna throw in also a dockyard here. We need to figure out where we could build it. There wasn't much. Actually, there was one focus here. Where was it? It was the naval. Deutsche Werke. Yeah. I think it was the Kriegsmarinewerf. Yeah, the Kriegsmarinewerf, we want that one, which requires and Wesse Ems to have 7 naval dockyards. So Wesse Ems is here, and we have 6. So we need to build those here, and we can't. Okay, so are we... Actually, are those focuses going to give us... Or focuses, the decisions, are those going to give us... Yeah, you're gonna give us an extra naval dockyard. Okay, so that's gonna take care of itself. So we can build 2 naval dockyards somewhere else. So let's build them in Mecklenburg, no? Pommern, okay. Pommern it is, and we are going to put it right as the next thing that we're gonna build. Gotcha. Okay, so that's gonna deal with the Navy now, because, you know, frankly speaking, our Hoxie Flota is growing to the point where we could think about splitting it up. But I'm not gonna split it up until we get at least 50 ships, to get at least 50, to get at least 25 in each of the fleets. You can see that we got 4 battleships, 3 pocket battleships. We're building 2 more, so that means we're going to have 4 and 5, meaning that once we split it, we'll have 5 and 4 in each of the fleets, and we'll have an adequate amount of light cruisers and destroyers to cover them. Cool, so that's going to take care of the Navy. Eventually we'll need it, because we'll ideally want to patrol here and here. Well, like this and like this. Okay, I know I'm speaking a lot about the strategy here, but these things really need to be said, because I need to also make myself understand what I'm doing here. So what about you? You're giving us carrier search groups. We'll need that eventually, but right now I think I'm gonna go with carrier hull. Deck armor. Yeah, there's a ton of things here that we need to get eventually. We'll have to focus on those. We're still working on the cruiser. Once that one is done, I think I'm gonna go with the sonar next. And then we could start upgrading the design. So you're gonna start with the carrier hull, the improved one, because I have a feeling that there's no point in designing the carrier that we have just seen, because we don't have enough Navy experience, and we don't even have the naval yards to build it, so why spend time on that? Okay, unfulfilled import request. Oil from Slovakia. No, that's fine. That doesn't really bother me. Let's get a bit more of that tungsten though. Or do we have... Yeah, let's start outputting tungsten for now. Okay, I'm pausing the game. What kind of decision? Diplomatic efforts. Wow, we have a ton of it. Oh, actually, another thing. I noticed that we can now train the workforce. I have a feeling that maybe we are capped at maximum stability. So let's see if this helps. It should then give us base stability and base war support. So we're gonna see if that changes anything for us. Might not. We'll see. And these are all not necessary. Military, propaganda. Let's keep these. Do you give anything other than... Because it's not improving, so there's no point in getting those. Land appropriation. Yeah, I don't think we need these either. Neither do we need this one. And as far as these ones go, the Matson oil field. Yeah, we need excavation 5. Okay, so let's play the game for at least a bit. We've done tons of changes here. So I'm mostly interested in seeing this one, if we are going to see something in the Western approaches. Also, what about you guys? Have the aircraft started flying there? They did. But you don't give me naval supremacy. Are you operating there? Naval strikes. Air superiority. Nothing. Friendly supremacy, NSB supremacy. Yeah, you need to have ships there. It says that air superiority increases our ship amount impact. So unless we have the ships here, it's not gonna work. Or I'm doing something wrong. There might be something else here. Port strikes. Nope. Air supply, no. Strategic bombing, nope. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna... Well, I'm just gonna let it run for now. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't, because there might be a certain amount of ships passing through that we might strike. But where are you? Okay, you're supposed to be drilling then. Okay, Gulf of Biscay. Sure, you might try English Channel. I'll have to monitor you though. And you need to drill. Okay. Anyone else here? Lorraine, Bourgogne. You are fine. You need... Actually, let's see if anyone... Okay, you can drill. This attack has failed yet again, but you guys are getting more supply here. Unfortunately, not getting any fuel though. That is an issue. That is an issue because I think our convoys just cannot pass. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, but okay. Oh, and we finished the... No, we finished the Waffen expansion. Oh, they just gave us bonus for land doctrine? I thought there was something more there. Okay, I guess not. I thought we would get an event or something. With that said, let's go with the career building program. And we'll see how that's gonna go. We'll see how that's gonna go. Okay, and what I want to see here is, are they hitting us? No, they aren't. We have to be really careful. Okay, this area though is suffering. 200 fighters here. Okay, I'm gonna help with this situation as well. Because we need to start taking them down. Okay, nothing happening here. Okay, got another sub for training. Okay, I was wondering what was happening while there was no naval combat. Okay, you're ready to go. That is fine. And we're running low on manpower again. It's not great. I think I'm gonna stop training the Atlantic infantry divisions. We are getting a decent amount of men every month, but nowhere near enough. It's gonna get better once we get the what are they called? The recruitment centers. But until then, I think we need to stop with this. Okay, we got way too many trains already, so let's take some factories out of that. I think we got way too many horse transports as well. We got the heavy tire, so we can start putting it on our units. I have to remember that. Garrison and cavalry, that is fine. Handheld anti-tank. Okay, 644 spotter planes. Can we put you on things where we need you? Okay, support battalions can get radio equipment. And yes, we can stop distributing it to our units. That's good. And aircraft, that is fine. By the way, to double this, I would need extra 22 factories and extra 132 aircraft capacity. I have neither. I have literally neither. Okay, and what's going on in the sea? Why is no one fighting? Wait, access will be blocked. Routes. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, I need to do it like this. Or, yeah, I need to do this. Okay, my bad. Okay, sink a transport. I forgot it was blocked. Did they... Okay, got the cruiser advanced. They ignore even the blocked regions as far as the military, or, military ships or, Kriegsmarine go. So you finished on the advanced cruiser. I wanted to do the hydrophone next. But I think we need this one, yeah. We need to get the landing craft. Unfortunately, that's what we need. That's gonna remove the invasion penalty by 4% to give us extra naval invasion capacity. Cool. So we'll be able to do that. Okay, what's going on here? Is there a combat going on? Yeah, we sank a Canadian ship. Okay, well, SS regiments are available for deployment. Logistics company free. Good. That lowers the amount of supplies that we use. Let's get the... suppression Suppression bonus +1. Military police, huh? Or engineering companies. Entrenchment and attack on the river. Motorized and mechanized recon companies. Cavalry. We're not using the cavalry reconnaissance, I think, nowhere. Oh, you would allow us to get white tank recon. That would be a great way how to get. That would be a great way how to get usage for our light tanks that we're gonna phase out. Okay, let's go with the early war. What was it? Early war mobile recon. Okay, so this region is also blocked. Let's put it like this, which means our ships should start passing there. And I have a feeling that we've completely isolated United Kingdom here. Nothing is going in and nothing is going out. Convoys, what about our Air Force? Jesus Christ. 4,900 fighters. Do they have carrier fighters? Yeah, they got additional 2,000 motor rolls. So we're looking at, let's call this 3K and let's call this 2K. So they got 5,000 fighters. What about us? We got 3,000. Yeah. This is just Jesus Christ. Okay, sink another transport ship. Looks like they really are isolated completely. So you know what we could do? We could do one thing. We could remove this region from the battle fleet, and actually give them this area. And I could take these patrol ships that we have. Well, we don't have US patrol ships, do we? Maybe US. Okay, let's switch, because they're not hurting our convoys, so let's switch you to patrols. And let's remove this region and add this region instead. We're gonna start patrolling there and see what we can find there. Okay, sink an enemy convoy over here. This is looking fairly good. What about the casualties? Americans lost near 900,000. Britain lost 1.5 million. Okay, dispersed industry 5 has been finished, and that is just amazing. That is a flat out, what is it, 22? Yeah, 22% to output. Meaning that, yeah, 20% extra factories in state. Tank assembly plant, huh? Aircraft assembly plant. Okay, but because we're done with this one, we'll need to go now and decide what to do here. So either we go with streamlined line, or we go with flexible line. This one gives efficiency cap of 5% and base of 3. You give 30% efficiency growth. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the streamlined line, because the cap and growth is here higher. It just makes our factories build much slower, but on the other hand, we're already where we need to be, so this one is going to be better. Cool, so we should be producing now about 7 aircraft, 7 fighters per day. Oh, nice. we sank. This is Netherlands. Netherlands, one of their escorts and one of their destroyers. Good. Another one? Oh yeah, another destroyer here. Okay, Western approaches, they got aircraft there. They don't have aircraft in the English Channel, that's interesting. And how's our naval supremacy here? 100%, really? Okay then, so if that's the case... Oh god, we got so many subs ready to go. And I got one here, so we're gonna be assigned to this fleet. Because that's where you're gonna be stronger. That means I can take the Marines from here and just tell them to quit whining and make them plan a naval invasion from here. Well, they could actually go here, but there's no naval base. Come on. To here. Let's see how that's gonna go. Do we have... We don't have any aircraft in this area though. We got these flying boats. I think we can start drilling. And I think I could open a new air wing in here. Well, two actually, all the fighters. Wait, where's the... Did I miss it? No. Oh, here they are. Okay. Let's put you to drill. And... Wait, what, they're actually trying to bomb us here? Okay, so you are gonna drill. And you are gonna fight them. What the hell? It's a bit weird. But I was thinking that we might start sending naval bombers over there, though. We do have an airport here, just 100 of you, huh? So you go here and drill, and I'll put 100 bombers in here. So they can drill as well. And do we have a free bombers somewhere? No. You are drilling. Actually flying to Gulf of Biscay. Which I think might be... What's your range? 470. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to grow this base, make it a priority, and we are going to move you to that airport. And send you for naval strikes in here. That's gonna help. Okay, and I'm gonna end this episode by checking on the resistance. Okay, France, we improved it. Yeah, and its compliance is dropping, but so is the hate for us. Netherlands have the secret police. Secret police, yeah, the rest is fine. Even Poland, to a certain degree, is fine. Okay, so let's end this episode by throwing you at... what's the foreign labor? Retention, growth, and base, but increases factory output. And it gives us recruitable population. So let's get foreign labor. We need manpower. That is something that we need to do. And the flexible line is gonna work with that. And I'm gonna check one more thing here. And that's you guys. What if we switched you from... Wait, your special forces to these guys. You would get All my bonuses. Amphibious. I don't see a way to get 41.1. So if I went like this, because you guys are actually, so you will need less infantry equipment, you will need assault equipment, that is fine. Attack will remain the same. Breakthrough will increase by 14. Soft attack. Yeah, we need this. We need this, but we can't do this. Okay. Okay, never mind. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. This has been a fairly slow and methodical episode, but I think it makes sense. By taking the Shetland Islands, there is actually a port here. Moving our strike force to here will make it much closer to United Kingdom. From there, I think we might actually try to invade this area. And, you know, attacking from the north also doesn't sound like such a bad idea. They don't have any naval forts here. So if you attack, for example, to this, well, they do have that here, but Elgin, for example, if we manage to take control of here, maybe here, but there are no ports in here. It's mostly highlands. It's gonna be a nightmare. Is it the hills? No, mountains. Okay, never mind. Well, we're still gonna take the Faroe Islands and we're gonna see what we can do with them. So, see you in the next episode.